The ISO Hemlock is a very solid assault rifle in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone Season 4, and here is the new fastest way to unlock it in the game, as it's just been made so much easier to unlock. So anyone who's been struggling and wants this weapon, this is the video for you, as I'm going to show you how to get it incredibly fast. It might have been difficult before, but I promise you it's not now. So here is the new fastest way to unlock the ISO Hemlock assault rifle in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone Season 4. Now if you could leave a like if you find this guide helpful, that'd be much appreciated, and check out my other Season 4 guides like leveling up weapons fast for when you unlock the ISO Hemlock, and subscribe for more useful Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone videos. We're going to have timestamps in the description, but without further ado, let's get straight into the guide. So there's two new easy ways to unlock the ISO Hemlock in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. So luckily this is possible for both Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone players. Now the normal Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone challenge says that you need to get 50 long shots using assault rifles, and obviously you can do that if you want, but 50 long shots is possible in multiplayer, although it can be a little bit annoying. It will take a few games, a little bit annoying, but you can do it. In Warzone it's a lot more difficult to do this, even though we've got plunder. So you can do that if you want, but I've got an even easier method, so you're not even going to want to bother doing that challenge, because here is a much easier way to do it. So there's two different ways. The first one is a mission challenge you can do, a different challenge, it's in DMZ, or the second one, I'll show you where to find it easily. So the first method we're going to talk about today, the DMZ Faction Mission Challenge. Basically in Season 4, the DMZ Faction Mission Challenges have been reset and the order's been jumbled up with some new challenges added in. One of them is Mission 3 of the White Lotus Tier 1 Faction Missions. This mission is called Shadow Company Intel, and basically there's two tasks or two challenges to this mission. The first one says you need to take the Shadow Company laptop from the second floor desk in the Ashika Science Center, and the second task says extract the laptop. So basically you need to find and extract the Shadow Company laptop. Now the reward for this challenge is 5,000 XP and also an ISO Hemlock blueprint as a contraband weapon. So if you get given this, you won't have the permanent unlock weapon, you will have a blueprint of it, but I will show you how to get the permanent base weapon for the ISO Hemlock. But the first thing you want to do is you want to do this Shadow Company Intel faction mission. So basically spawn into Ashika Island DMZ map and head to Sector E5, which is the big building in the town centre. It's usually a stronghold, and given that the building we need to access is a stronghold, while you're making your way towards this location, you want to either kill some enemies to find a stronghold keycard to pick up. They'll drop one, it's like a blue glowing item, it'll be a keycard, or alternatively you can buy one from the nearest buy station for $5,000. Obviously you need some cash for that, so kill some enemies along the way or loot some cash. It's very easy to find. Alternatively you can always spawn in with one in the first place if you have one, but given that keys have been reset you might not have one. So basically you need to find that keycard and then use that keycard to open the Ashika Island, Science Center, and then you want to go into the building, and then on the second floor turn left from the stairs until you reach a desk on which there'll be a laptop which says Shadow Company laptop. Obviously you want to grab this and head in a vehicle to the nearest exfil point. You want to stay safe and hidden until the helicopter lands, at which point you want to get straight in to exfil from the map. So basically you found the laptop and you've exfilled, and once you've done that you will have completed the Shadow Company Intel challenge, meaning you will have unlocked an ISO Hemlock blueprint, which is a contraband weapon. So now all you have to do is end the match, equip the ISO Hemlock blueprint as a contraband weapon, and you want to head back into DMZ. Now obviously if you bring this into DMZ and you die or you lose it, you can't get it back, and then you won't have unlocked it, so you've got to be careful basically. But what you want to do is spawn into another DMZ match with this ISO Hemlock blueprint and head to the nearest exfil point, ideally by vehicle without engaging in enemy fire, and then at the exfil point you want to run into the green smoke cloud and hold square X to call in the helicopter to leave the map, then run behind cover like a rock or a crate, or get into your vehicle and wait until the helicopter lands, then run straight into the helicopter to exfil, and you now have permanently unlocked the ISO Hemlock weapon. Well done. So basically you need to get the blueprint by doing that challenge of getting the laptop, and then bring that contraband weapon as a blueprint back into DMZ and then exfil straight away with it, and you'll have the weapon permanently unlocked to use. I would say that's a lot easier than getting 50 long shots in Warzone, but that's just me. Now if you want to unlock the base weapon, but you don't want to complete the long shot challenge, and you also don't want to do the Shadow Company Intel mission that we just said, there are two much simpler ways to unlock the ISO Hemlock in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone. They're even easier than what I've just mentioned. The first method is obviously getting a teammate to drop it for you in DMZ, so obviously spawn in with a teammate who's already unlocked it, get them to bring their weapon into the game, get them to drop it for you on the floor, you pick it up, then immediately head for the exfil point, and if you exfil successfully with the weapon you'll unlock it. Obviously it's a more difficult method as it requires getting another person to load into a match and drop it for you, but if you leave a comment below this video I'm sure there will be people who would be willing to either team up with you to help find it or drop the weapon for you. However, there is an even easier method which you can do solo, so you don't even need other people. It's really easy. It's so easy it's untrue. And here's what you need to do. So you can literally find this weapon in DMZ really easily, and if you find it you can exfil with it, and then the weapon is yours. So you don't need to do any challenges, you can literally just go and find it. And everyone can do this because it's free in Warzone. So normally it's very difficult to find DLC weapons in DMZ to exfil with, but the great thing about the ISO Hemlock is it's actually very easy to find with the new DMZ Season 4 update. So for the strategy, what you want to do is select and spawn into the new DMZ map Vondel and start running around the map. You want to keep killing enemy AI as fast as you can, and quite commonly enemy AI will drop the ISO Hemlock weapon, which you can pick up, and therefore it's very easy to grab from one of the enemies. When I was doing a different challenge, I easily picked up 4 ISO Hemlocks in one game, so it's very easy to find one. Every few weapons that are dropped is the ISO Hemlock, so it's quite a common weapon to be dropped by the enemies. So as soon as you come across an enemy that drops the ISO Hemlock as loot, pick it up straight away and get into the nearest vehicle, and then head straight for the exfil point and call in the helicopter to exfil from the map as fast as possible. If you exfil with it successfully, you will have unlocked the ISO Hemlock super easily with minimal effort, without having to do any long shot challenges or without having to do that challenge in Ashika Island. So that is how to get it really easily. Hope you guys found this useful. Once you unlock it, you'll want to level it up and make a good class, so check out my Season 4 Weapon XP guide via the card on screen or link in the description. If you found this useful, be sure to leave a like and be sure to subscribe to stay up to date with all my latest Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone videos. But thank you so much for watching, hope you found it useful, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.